afternoon, everyone. The Magical Mystery Tour has brought us to the South Jersey Group 1 title game, and contrary to what it said in the open, this is the Wildwood Lady Warriors in the South Jersey Group 1 title game against Haddon Township. We are live from the Wildwood High School Gymnasium. I'm Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbotten, doing his usual shaking hands, kissing babies, making sure every one of the 680 people in attendance knows that he's here. And he'll make all his noise when he puts his headset on. Thanks for joining us, Bud. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Hey, it was a lot of Hershey's Kisses to give out, trust me. And I got into an extended conversation with Haddon Township coach
Tom Mulligan.
Yeah, it ended up, being a very good conversation. Do you know he went to college with Pat Holden?
I did know that. So this is Haddon Township and Wildwood. It's a rematch from the South Jersey final from 2 years ago that was played right here in this gym that Wildwood won. They were the 2017 South Jersey Group 1 champions, and Haddon Township was the South Jersey champion last year. So it was Haddon Township and Wildwood very familiar to being in this spot and very familiar with one another. This is probably the 4th or 5th time these teams have met in the state playoffs in the last 7 or 8 years. So they're very familiar with one another, and we'll have hopefully an outstanding game here this afternoon. Haddon Township comes in at 23-6. They are the number 2 seed in South Jersey Group 1. They beat Gateway 45-21 in the opening round. Then they got by Pittman 31-14. And then they beat Palmyra in the semifinal 47-18. So you see that they're a very good defensive team, allowing 21, 14, and 18 points in their 3 playoff games. Wildwood got by Buda 64-24, Gloucester 51-33, and then on Saturday beat Shalit 42-31 to get to this championship game. They are the top 2 seeds, the number 1 Lady Warriors and the number 2 Hawks from Haddon Township. And we want to welcome, we know that we have quite a few viewers on Coast Sports today and on our Facebook pages watching this game from the Haddon Township area. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Quite a few Haddon Township fans have come down as well. Our understanding is that the game is not sold out. So if you are in the area, there are still a handful of tickets remaining. You can get into this basketball game here between Haddon Township and Wildwood. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with more of the pregame right after this on 98.7 The Coast. Back at Wildwood High, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, a special edition of high school basketball on the Coast and CoastSportsToday.com. As it is the South Jersey Group 1 championship game, Haddon Township here in Wildwood to take on the Wildwood Lady Warriors. High school basketball on the Coast brought to you by Crest Savings Bank. Banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit CrestSavings.com. Oliveri Chiropractic and Rehabilitation at 1501 Route 47 South in Rio Grande. Log on to oliverichiropractic.com for more info. Lucky Bones at Cape May, the warmth of a hometown atmosphere, great food with great friends, and ice cold craft beer. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Bowman's Cooling and Heating wishes Cape May County boys and girls basketball teams good luck this playoff season. Learn about their Winter Watch program today and keep your property safe. All-State agent Joseph Campbell is a proud supporter of Cape May County sports. Visit him at Cape May Courthouse for any of your insurance needs today. Haddon Township at 23-6. Wildwood at 21-8. Haddon Township will wear the array red uniforms trimmed in white and gray. Wildwood will have the home whites trimmed in maroon and gray. 3 officials for the game. It is Janelle Bailey, Shaylin Carr, and Greg Adams. They are about to play the national anthem. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and we will come back with the starting lineups in the opening tip right after this. High school basketball, 98.7 The Coast. Get it back after this, please. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, and starters being introduced now. South Jersey Group 1 Girls Basketball Championship game for Haddon Township. Their leading scorer, senior forward Madison Bradley, averages 16.3 points per game, and she's a handful in the post. The other forwards are seniors Lindsay Getzinger and Grayson Maroney, and the guards are freshman Kaylee Armstrong and sophomore Sydney Farnham. They are coached by Tom Mulligan. Wildwood starters. In the backcourt, it's a freshman, Amen Fafi, averaging 10.3 points per game. Sophomore, Leah Benichu, also in the backcourt. Maddie McCracken, the senior, averaging 21.4 points, 10.8 rebounds, 4.7 assists a game. She's 21 points away from 2,000 for her career. That's Maddie McCracken, the team's lone senior. And then the forwards are junior Gabby Keown and sophomore Jenna Hans. Hans averaging 7.3 points at 6.5 rebounds. Huge crowd here. Again, they told us it was not sold out, but there is not a lot of empty space here. And we've got actually a couple of student sections for Wildwood, Buddy, on the south side of the gym on both sides, one behind the bench, one opposite the bench. And what's pretty cool from a Wildwood standpoint as well, Buddy, the entire Middle Township High School girls basketball team, which is playing for the South Jersey Group 2 championship tomorrow night, is in attendance here, sitting behind the Wildwood bench. So
I saw
nice for them to come over here and support Wildwood, and I'm sure John Leahy wanted his kids to also get a feel for the atmosphere that his girls may face tomorrow up at Manchester Township. And a programming note, we are trying our absolute best to bring you that game. We don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off. Stay tuned to 98.7 The Coast. You can follow myself at CMC Sports on Twitter. You can go to coastsportstoday.com. We'll give you the updates. We are really trying to put together a broadcast for that. We will have broadcasts of the Wildwood boys in the South Jersey title game right here on 98.7 The Coast at 5:30. And then following that, we'll have the Wildwood Catholic boys against Immaculata in a semifinal in non-public B. That'll also be on 98.7 The Coast. Could be joined in progress. We hope to get to that right at the opening tip. If you're watching our live stream, Haddon Township is out on the floor already. They're wearing the away reds, and they are moving from left to right across your video screen, your smartphone, or whatever device you may be watching this game on. And we appreciate you joining us, and we are happy to be able to bring it to you.
And we still say thank you, and we love our people that are still listening on the old-fashioned FM radio.
Right. Lindsay Getzinger for Haddon Township will jump it up against Jenna Hans of Wildwood. Janelle Bailey, the lead official, has the ball, blows the whistle to start play. Bounces once, the ball is in the air, and the tip is controlled by Wildwood. Fathi, right side, Benechu for three, short. Rebound brought down by Getzinger. That's a too quick of a shot there for Wildwood. That's some early jitters. Here's Haddon Township with the basketball. And then Fathi guarding on the perimeter. Maroney picked up by McCracken. Getzinger with it, takes it right wing, gets a screen in the high post to Bailey, and we have a foul called. And this is something you don't want to see, our early whistles here. And that was a foul on Jenna Hans from behind.
And really, that was a pretty touchy foul. Didn't look like there was a lot of contact. I mean, you don't like to see those types of calls this early in the game.
They get it into Getzinger, nice inbound play, and they lay it up and in.
And again, right there, the Hawks, good execution on the out-of-bounds play underneath their basket.
3-2 zone by Haddonfield. They lead 2-0. McCracken top of the key, in the corner. Fathi for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound battle for Hans came away with it. Out to McCracken. Behind the back dribble, flips it over to Fathi. Fathi's been struggling with her shot a little bit, but if she gets hot, she can knock down multiple threes in a game. Here she is with the ball on the left wing, holding the dribble. Dribble penetrates, goes to McCracken. McCracken over to Hans. Hans, a left wing three. Bang! Nothing but the bottom of the net.
And Jenna Hans, she continues to shoot well. In the semifinal game, Jenna made some big threes. And right there, that was a no doubt about her.
Armstrong with it, goes to Getzinger. Swung over to Farnham. Farnham bounces up top to Bradley. Bradley picked up by Hans. Bradley on the floor, holding the dribble. Spinning into the top of the lane to the basket. Got it in a foul.
And that time, Wildwood's help side defense was nobody stood up in the back of that zone, in the back of that defense, Brian, and tried to take a charge. That foul's going to be called on Leah Benechu. That's going to be her first.
Well, here's the thing, buddy. Bradley's a post player. I don't think Hans should be coming out 25 feet on the perimeter to guard her. I think she should just stay inside the key. 5-3, Haddon Township with the lead here. Fathi top of the key. Right corner to Benechu. Benechu, bad pass. Stolen away by Maroney. Maroney travels, though, up the left wing.
And right there, after Wildwood committed their first turnover, the Haddon Township Hawks, they turn it right back over. So it is just at the 6-minute mark, opening quarter, 5-3, Haddon Township on top.
In the post, bad pass, nearly stolen, but McCracken comes away with it, and she backs away, resets the offense. Here's Fathi with it. Goes to McCracken. McCracken around the dribble, around the back on the dribble, and no good, an air ball brought down by Bradley. Bradley hands off to Armstrong. Armstrong up across the timeline. Passes over to Getzinger. Getzinger looking in the post, got it down to Bradley, turns, fires, and scores.
Well, we know what they want to do. Haddon Township. Coach Tom Mulligan, they're going to pound that ball inside to get, to Bradley and see if Wildwood has an answer.
Haddon Township up 7-3, 5 minutes to go first quarter. McCracken left wing, lobs in the post to Hans, tipped away, goes back to Fafi. In the corner, Benechu. Baseline drive, tried to pass across to Keown. Keown doubled, and we have a jump ball. Possession to Haddon Township.
Haddon Township coming out very active defensively. That's going to be the second turnover against Wildwood. That jump ball with the possession arrow in favor of the Hawks.
Armstrong behind Getzinger's screen. Getzinger at the foul line now to the basket, off the glass, no good. Rebound Bradley, layup, got it in a foul. And she'll go to the line for one shot.
That foul's going to be called on the sophomore, Leah Benechu, the 5'2" sophomore, and she picks up her second personal foul.
Free throw by Bradley is good. Torrance Gallo will come in for Benechu. Another freshman for Wildwood.
Madison Bradley with 8 of the Haddon Township Hawks 10 points.
McCracken with it left side. Behind the back dribble. Goes to Gallo. Gallo to McCracken. Fafi. Dribble penetrates. Had a pass blocked by Bradley. Bradley running the other way. Bradley spinning into the lane to the basket. That should have been a traveling violation, not called, but she missed the shot anyway. Here comes McCracken. Up the right wing. McCracken, top of the key. Bounces over to Fafi. Baseline drive. Floater off the glass, no good. Bradley the rebound. It could be a run out for Haddon Township here. Bradley into the paint. It's wild shot, goes off the glass and good off a wrong foot.
Well, Jenna Hans had to retreat defensively, not wanting to pick up that second personal foul this early in the first quarter. And Bradley took advantage using the glass, knocking it down. It's now 12-3, 3:30 to play, first quarter, Haddon Township on top.
Right side Hans, Hans to Fafi. To McCracken. McCracken into the lane, kicks out. Hans, a baseline three, short. Rebound to Keown, and they call a foul on the rebound. And I think Wildwood was fortunate there. That really could have been a jump ball.
And that foul is whistled on number 4, Lindsay Getzinger, the senior for the Hawks. That's her first. That's the first personal foul called against Haddon Township here in the opening quarter.
McCracken found a seam. A lot of reaching going on in there. Now we have a jump ball as the ball's loose on the floor.
Well, again, Brian, Haddon Township in this 3-2 zone, and they've extended the 3-2 zone and are really making it tough for Wildwood to get a clean look at the basket. Maddie McCracken to this point has only been able to get off one shot.
She has the basketball into the lane, shut off, kicks to Hans. Hans for three. Bang! Wildwood's got its 2 baskets on 3-pointers from Jenna Hans. 12-6 Haddon Township, 2:54 to go first quarter. Kaylee Armstrong goes over to Lindsay Getzinger. In the post to Bradley. Bradley off the glass, no good. Rebound battled for, and we have a jump ball. Possession to Haddon Township.
(12-6) Haddon Township on top, 2:43 to go.
Bradley right off the inbound lays it in. Wildwood better figure it out on defensive sets against baseline inbound plays, because Haddon Township has torched them for 2 easy baskets. Here's Keown on the left wing, lobs down low to Hans. Hans back to Keown. Cross court to Fafi. Fafi for three. Rattled in and out. Hans the rebound. Oh, the foul!
And a big offensive rebound off of that miss by Jenna Hans.
Emily Little, the 6'1 freshman, into the game for Wildwood.
And Lindsay Getchinger picks up her second personal foul. 2 team fouls against the Hawks.
Free throw by Hans is good. And it's 14-9 Haddon Township. 2:15 to go in the first period.
And Jenna Hans with all 9 Lady Warrior points.
Here's Armstrong. Flips it over to Maroney. Back to Armstrong. Looking in the post, can't get it there. Maroney again on the left side. Armstrong again. Back to Maroney. In the post, tip, stolen away. Emily Little got the flick. Now it's McCracken trying to run. McCracken to the basket, and she is fouled. Maddie McCracken, who's been held scoreless so far, will go to the line for 2 shots here.
And that was just Maddie's second field goal attempt in this one, which she draws that foul. But that's what Maddie McCracken is going to have to do, Brian. She's going to have to get a little creative, like we have seen her do. Now, I'm not saying be out of control, but she's going to have to create some things here against this Hawks zone defense. When she sees a seam or finds a seam, she's got to get to the basket.
Free throw was good by McCracken. And the second free throw is good.
That last foul was on Grayson Maroney. That was her first, team's third.
Kaylee Armstrong for Haddon Township. Up across the division line. Shannon Walsh is in the game for Haddon Township for the first time. Here's Maroney. Swings it over to Farnham. Back to Maroney. Right side now is Armstrong. Cross court pass. Kicked out. Now it's right side. Into the post. Tipped away by Little, but Bradley comes up with it. Spins into the lane. Kicks. Walsh's jumper's no good. Rebound to Fafi. Fafi to McCracken. McCracken driving through the paint. Spins. Might have walked. Got away with it. Missed the shot. Rebound brought down by Farnham. She has it right side. Flips it back up top to Armstrong. Over to Farnham. Sydney Farnham looking in the post. Through the legs of Bradley. Picked up by Gallo. Got it to McCracken. McCracken was 1-on-4, so she backs away, and then she is fouled.
And Sydney Farnham, the sophomore for the Hawks, looks at the official and shakes her head like, I did not foul her, but the official saw otherwise. It's going to be the first personal foul on Farnham. 4th team foul against Haddon Township.
Haddon Township calls timeout. 50.3 seconds to go first quarter. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Tell you that high school basketball on the coast is brought to you by Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May, the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May, and you can follow them on Facebook. The Bow Harbor Oceanfront Hotel in Wildwood Crest is a proud supporter of high school sports. When friends and family come to visit, don't put them on the sofa. Call the Bow Harbor Oceanfront Hotel. There are plenty of great in-season and off-season vacation specials to choose from. Call today at 609-522-3343 or online at bowharborhotels.com. Troiano and Sons are a proud sponsor of the Wildwood basketball teams. Whether you need masonry work, stone pavers, concrete or more, call 522-3355 for a free estimate.
And right now,
that was like the NBA version of a 30-second timeout, buddy. The officials let both teams take some liberty with that.
Well, I'll tell you what, as you had said, right now, this gym is packed. I don't know.
McCracken for 3. Off the iron, no good. Long rebound will go out of bounds, and Haddon Township will have it.
I don't know if you could get another body in this gym right now. And it is extremely hot in here. So the girls are going to need to stay hydrated, that's for sure.
Grace Genslek's in the game for the first time. Here's a steal by McCracken on a cross-court pass. McCracken through the lane, and is called for traveling. She went way too far there. That's a walk. Good call by the official.
And Wildwood commits their 4th turnover right after the Hawks turned it over for the 4th time. Now here comes Haddon Township with the ball. 22 seconds to play, first quarter. It's 14-11. Haddon Township on top.
Genslek, top of the key, right side, tipped by Wildwood and out of bounds. 15.4 seconds to play in the period. Here's Genslek. Bringing it up. Genslek on the right side. Passes across to Walsh. Walsh back to Genslek. I don't think they realize how much time's left and they don't get a shot off.
They had no
End of the
idea.
first quarter. It's Haddon Township 14, Wildwood 11, but Wildwood finished the quarter on an 8-3 spurt. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Always a 30 unless I say otherwise. Thanks. Back at Wildwood, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 14-3. Haddon Township leads the Warriors in the South Jersey Group 1 Girls Championship game. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by the Anglesey Pub, located at First in New Jersey in North Wildwood. They're open daily, serving lunch and dinner. Find your daily specials and entertainment at anglesey.pub. The city of Wildwood proudly supports the Wildwood Warriors throughout the playoff basketball season. For upcoming events in Wildwood, go to wildwoodnj.org and go Warriors. Wildwood will have possession here to start the second quarter.
Haddon Township shot 6 for 10 from the floor. Madison Bradley was 5 for 6. She's got a game-high 12 points.
Turns, and she had a shot and then threw it away. She could have shot the layup. And Haddon Township with it, and then they turn it over.
That was a bit of an unforced turnover right there. They're the type of turnovers that give coaches gray hairs. Been talking to Coach Tom Mulligan for the Hawks prior to the game. I was talking about the amount of size that his team has, but he was also saying a lot of those girls are very young, freshmen and sophomores.
High post pass to Little, back to McCracken, over to Fathi. Fathi for 3. Got the friendly bounce, and we're tied at 14.
That is called a shooter's touch. Good rotation on the ball, and it just crawled forward instead of spinning backwards and in.
Armstrong on the right side. They get it over to Walsh. Walsh in the corner. They go to Bradley in the post. Stolen away by Fathi. Fathi ripped it right out of her hands. Hands off to McCracken. McCracken stops. Lobs in the corner to Hans. Back to Fathi. And Fathi resets. Bounce over to McCracken. McCracken. 2 Hans in the corner. Back to McCracken again. Left wing. McCracken for 3. Off the iron. No good. Rebound to Bradley. Bradley pushing. Flips it outside to Maroney. Maroney back to Bradley. Bradley dips in. No good. Rebound Emily Little. And the ball now in McCracken's hands. McCracken takes it to the left side. McCracken holds. Goes back to Fathi.
Right now, Wildwood with 3 freshmen on the floor.
McCracken, baseline drive. Floater is good. The Warriors have their first lead.
And that's a Maddie McCracken patented move. That left baseline drive, that little floater. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 16-14, 6:10 to go. First half, Wildwood High on top.
Here's a 3 ball on the way. That's no good by Haddon Township. McCracken pushing. McCracken at the division line. McCracken top of the key now. Settles down. Lobs in the corner. Fathi too high on the pass. And she couldn't handle it and stolen away by Shannon Walsh. Kaylee Armstrong with the ball for Haddon Township. Armstrong goes over to Walsh. Walsh in the corner. Gets it back. Walsh to Armstrong. In the post to Bradley. Kicked out. Walsh for 3. Nearly banked it in. Wildwood is on a 15-2 run. And they lead by 4 with 5:20 to go second quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. We are back. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot in 18-14. Wildwood leading Haddon Township. South Jersey Group 1 championship game. High school basketball on the coast. Brought to you by Goodness on the Go. They wish all players and coaches good luck during this year's playoffs. Visit them on Pacific Avenue in Wildwood for a homemade meal or snack. H&R Block is a proud sponsor of Cape May County basketball. Stop in the North Cape May or Wildwood office today to learn what they can do for you this tax season.
And Brian, in attendance, the legendary Scribe from back in the old Wildwood leader days, and many other. Jake Shad in the stands. And how many games has that man caught?
In the first row, probably more than a lot of people in here have ever seen combined.
That's great to see.
Haddon Township with the ball. Maroney top of the key. Passes across to Walsh. Walsh in the corner to Getzinger. In the post to Bradley. Good entry pass. Missed the shot. Hans the rebound. Got it to McCracken. McCracken across the timeline.
Little contact there, not called.
McCracken to Fathi. Fathi to Keown. Keown for three. That's blocked. And the rebound goes off of Haddon Township and out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Jenna Hans did a good job trying to get to that offensive rebound. And from my angle, it looked like Jenna actually might have tipped it out, but maybe she knocked it off a Haddon Township player.
They get it into McCracken in the corner. She brings it back out on the left wing. Now, left of the key. Takes the ball to the left wing. Ava Troiano for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Haddon Township. Here's Walsh. Walsh up to Maroney. Back to Molly Walsh. Now it's Bradley for three. Off the rim, no good, and that rebound will go out of bounds. Wildwood 18, Haddon Township 14, 4:23 to go second quarter.
Madison Bradley, Brian, she's knocked down 48 three-pointers this year, so she is a threat from that distance. However, that one hit hard off the rim and bounded out of bounds.
Hans in the corner, back out to Fathi. Now it's McCracken. McCracken, a deep three, no good, not a good shot. Rebound brought down by Walsh. Walsh gets it up quickly, and Maroney in the post, tipped away. Stolen by Wildwood. Keown hands off to McCracken. McCracken across the division line. Got her, and the foul's called on Maroney. Yeah, and I give the official credit, buddy. Maroney had her hands on her the whole time, and I think he's giving her the opportunity to get him off. And once she didn't, he had to call the foul there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened in that instance. And Grayson Maroney, the senior, she's going to pick up her second personal foul. It's going to be the 15th foul.
Fathi fakes a three, drives baseline. Her shot is blocked. It goes out of bounds. No, it's still inbounds. Never went out. And Bradley has it for Haddon Township. They call for a carrying violation at the division line.
And Madison Bradley not happy with that call, but nonetheless, the official was right on top of it. And that's going to be the 8th turnover against the Haddon Township Hawks here in the first half. 3:35 to play. It is Wildwood 18, Haddon Township 14. Wildwood on a 15-2 run.
McCracken left side, trying to break down a couple of defenders. Fathi a deep three.
And that's what Brian said. Fathi is a very good outside shooter, and it only takes one to get a shooter untrapped. That's two.
Here's Walsh for Haddon Township. Wildwood now up by 7. Walsh on the wing. Looking, gets it back, fires a three. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound will go off of Wildwood and out of bounds.
And that's actually a very good call right there. Instead of calling what could have been an over-the-back call on McCracken.
Possession. Now Wildwood's got to defend these better. Haddon Township has gotten easy baskets off their inbound plays. They get it into Getzinger, and there's another one. They've gotten 3 wide open looks off inbound plays and have scored on all of them. Fathi lobs high post to Hans. Kicked in the corner to Keown. Oh, Keown, a lazy pass. McCracken did well to come back to get it. Stepping to the basketball. McCracken left wing. Lobs it back to Fathi. Fakes a three. Into the post, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession Haddon Township.
Not a good decision that time by Amin Fathi. And that will be Wildwood's 7th turnover. 21-16, Wildwood on top. 2:25 to play, first half.
Bounced in the corner, Molly Walsh. Still has it in the corner. Looking in the post, got it to Ketzinger against Hans. Kicked out. Bounced again in the post. Swung over to Armstrong for three. That's short. Rebound, Torrance Gallo for Wildwood. McCracken running. McCracken nearly lost it. Flipped it to Fafi. Fafi for three. Off the iron, no good. Long rebound, taken by Haddon Township. Running to the basket and scoring off the pass is Sydney Farnham. Armstrong with the assist, and it's 21-18 as Haddon Township has scored 4 straight.
Haddon Township did a good job that time getting that rebound and then getting a fast break going, and the end result was a layup for Farnham.
1:30 to go in the first half, and now Wildwood slowing down a little on this possession. McCracken, back to Fafi, back to McCracken. McCracken stops, pops, that's going to be way short of the air ball. Rebound Gallo, which he threw it away. Oh. Had Township with the basketball. And it is Armstrong. Got it up to Walsh. Walsh might have gotten away with an offensive foul last possession. Armstrong for three. Rebound to McCracken. 1 minute to go in the half.
Now it'll be interesting to see what Coach Kniff for the Warriors decides to do. Possession arrow is in the Warriors' favor. 45 seconds to play. 21-18, Wildwood on top. And they go to the delay offense.
Lobbed in the high post. Not a good pass by Fafi. McCracken did well to tip it back to Hans. McCracken holding with 30 seconds left in the period. Now it's Hans. Hans to Fafi. Fafi to McCracken.
20 seconds.
Here's Fafi, and now Wildwood looks like they're ready to go here. Fafi holds, hands off to McCracken, 8 seconds to go. McCracken, dribble penetrates, hands off to Fafi. Fafi to McCracken. McCracken, a very deep three, way short at the buzzer. Not the shot they wanted, but a pretty good, even though Haddon Township scored the last 4 points of the first half, a very good surge by Wildwood there, and they have a 21-18 lead at halftime. We'll take a 4-minute timeout back after this on 98.7 The Coast. All right, we are back at Wildwood High School. Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbotton. And at the half of the South Jersey Group 1 championship game, it is Wildwood 21, Haddon Township 18. And Haddon Township actually jumped out to a 12-3 start. And then Wildwood went on an 18-2 run to take a 21-14 lead before Haddon Township got the last 2 baskets of the first half. So Wildwood with the 3-point lead. Here's your leading scorers. First for Haddon Township, Madison Bradley has 12, but she did not score in the second quarter. She had all 12 in the first. Haddon Township only had 2 field goals in that second quarter. Lindsay Getzinger has 4, and Sydney Farnham has 2. For Wildwood, Jenna Hans has 9, and she had all 9 of hers in the first quarter. Maddie McCracken with 6, and Amen Fafi with 6 for Wildwood. Wildwood made 4 3-pointers in that first half, 2 each by Hans and Fafi.
And Brian, when you look at the stat sheet, in that first half, Wildwood shot 7 for 22 from the floor. They were 7 for 22 from the floor, 3 for 9 inside the arc, 4 for 13 from beyond. They had 12 rebounds as a team. They were 3 for 3 from the foul line. They turned the ball over 8 times. Haddon Township, they shot 8 for 19 from the floor. They were 8 for 13 inside the arc, 0 for 6 from beyond. They had 8 total rebounds as a team, 7 defensive, 1 offensive. They were 2 for 2 from the line, and they also turned it over 8 times. I'm going to tell you my key to that first half was Madison Bradley had those 12 points in that first quarter, and she proved to be a force that Wildwood was having, and they were early in that fourth quarter. She probably had those 12 points within the first 4.5, 5 minutes. And Wildwood had no answer. And then Coach Teresa Kniff reached into her bag of tricks, or should I say she reached into her bench, and she brought in the sophomore, Emily Little. Little made a big difference. She wasn't little, she was big. She took Madison Bradley out of her comfort zone just by being taller and stronger than Jenna Hans and being able to alter a couple of shots, just taking space up. Emily Little just gave the Warrior fans a little look at what this girl could be like on the defensive end.
Yeah, and I also thought that Wildwood got out and pressured the ball and made it difficult for them to enter the ball into Bradley as well in that second quarter. But you're right. I mean, Little was had a couple of big defensive rebounds, had a block shot, I believe, and also had a steal. So she certainly was a factor in that second quarter. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Drake Pest Management. They're certified, highly trained technicians will provide environmentally responsible pest management serving Cape May, Cumberland, and Atlantic counties. Call 609-861-9200 or check out drakepestmanagement.com. Music Stop at Cape May Courthouse is a proud supporter of Cape May County basketball. Visit them today or give them a call at 609-778-2757. Sturdy Savings Bank, banking with a personal touch. They proudly support Cape May County High School basketball. Visit sturdyonline.com for all of your banking or financial needs. The Mad Batter Restaurant at the Carol Villa Hotel is Cape May's tradition for more than 40 years. Open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Mad Batter at 19 Jackson Street. Wildwood by 3 at the half. We'll take a quick 1-minute timeout back after this on 98.7 The Coast.
This holds true throughout the game. Feel free to use little was big. I told Dave, this holds true throughout this half. I told, feel free to use little was big.
Yeah, nobody else would have thrown it out. Especially guys that write for a living. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 21-18. Wildwood on top of Haddon Township. South Jersey Group 1 girls title game here in the Wildwood Gymnasium. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Carini's and Wildwood Crest. They proudly support their local high school basketball teams. Good luck to the Warriors tonight. Carini's eat-in, take-out, or delivery for lunch and dinner Tuesdays through Sundays. Wildwood kids get involved at the Byrne Community Center. For more information, call them at 522-5837 or visit byrnecommunitycenter.com and go Warriors. Wildwood will have the basketball to start the second half. Leading by 3.
We do have some people in the gym that have been asking for an update on the Wildwood Catholic girls score. And that has eluded us to this moment, which I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, we've been reaching out to some people and haven't gotten a response yet, so we'll try to get you that as soon as we can. Wildwood with the ball to start the second half. Here's Leah Benichu. Goes over to Amen Fafi. Fafi left side. Holds, hands off to McCracken. McCracken to Fafi. Fafi holds, looks in the post, now flips it over to McCracken on the right wing. McCracken baseline drive, shut off, goes back to Fafi. Fafi lobs to McCracken right side. McCracken around the back dribble, shut off along the baseline, goes to Fafi. Back to Hans. Hans to Fafi again. Now it's McCracken again. McCracken steps back, fires a 3. In and out, rebound brought down by Bradley.
Maddie yet to knock down a three-pointer. She is now 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. She's 2 for 10 from the floor.
Getzinger lobs a pass. Here's Bradley, gets it to Getzinger. In the corner, 3-ball on the way, bang. And that was Sydney Farnham.
That was excellent ball movement that time by Haddon Township. Patient, moved the ball around the perimeter, found Farnham wide open left side.
Fafi a floater, that's an air ball. Wow, she airballed it from 12 feet. And Haddon Township can take the lead, and they're on a 7-0 run here. You go back to that first half, Wildwood had led 21-14. Farnham over to Armstrong on the right side, back to Sydney Farnham. Armstrong again, brings it back out. Resets the offense. Goes to Farnham. In the corner to Armstrong. Farnham again now. So they work the right side. Here's another 3. That's an air ball. Rebound McCracken. McCracken pushing up the wing. Now brings it center of the floor. McCracken stops. In the corner, Keown. Back to Hans. Hans goes to Fafi. Fafi to McCracken. McCracken through the lane. Off the glass and good.
And again, that's one of those moves that Maddie McCracken has been known for throughout 4 years. She found the seam on the left side of that defense, took advantage, used the glass, and knocked it down. That was a big, big bucket for the Warriors.
Bradley in the paint, got right to the rim and lays it up and in. They set a nice screen for her, and the Wildwood defense didn't get around it and recognize it.
No, and they fed her the ball in the high post. And she spun, put the ball on the floor, used her left hand.
McCracken for 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound Benichu, dribbled into a double team and then throw it away. And Haddon Township has a run out on the outlet to Farnham, and her layup is good. Timeout Wildwood. 25-23 Haddon Township, 5:19 to go in the third. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Back at Wildwood, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, Haddon Township 25, Wildwood 23, South Jersey Group 1 girls title game. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by the Inlet on Old at Spruce and Old New Jersey and Anglesey. They're open daily, serving lunch and dinner. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Inlet on Old, and that's OLDE. Good luck to all of the players in tonight's game from the Greater Wildwoods Tourism Improvement and Development Authority. Quotita supports high school basketball here on the coast. Also brought to you by Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit CrestSavings.com. So Wildwood now trailing by 2, 5:19 to go in the third quarter. Fathi with it, goes to Hans. Hans to McCracken. McCracken to Fathi again. Lost the dribble, goes to McCracken. Splits a double team, but lost the dribble. And it's a turnover.
That's going to be the 10th turnover against Wildwood High. Second here in this third quarter.
Armstrong with it. Goes right side to Farnham. Farnham in the post to Getzinger. Now it's Farnham again, back to Getzinger. Farnham right wing. Bounces across to Armstrong. Looking in the post, can't get it there. Here's Maroney. Back up top to Armstrong. Farnham along the baseline to Bradley, cutting across. Layup is no good. Got her own rebound, no good. Some contact there, no foul. McCracken, center of the floor, stops, drives to the basket. Layup is good.
And a big bucket and a big defensive stop down the other end.
Yeah, there might have been contact, buddy, but I think Bradley was falling away from the basket, so the whistles were silent. Looking in the post, well, Bradley was open, and they didn't throw it in there. Here's Armstrong. Got it out to Maroney. Right side to Farnham. Farnham. Now it's Getzinger. Driving into the lane. Jump stop. Left-handed hook shot. No good. Rebound to Bradley. Loose on the floor. We have a jump ball possession. Haddon Township. And again, Haddon Township has been lethal on out-of-bounds plays, and Wildwood's got to figure it out. They get it into Bradley right on the post. Kicks it out. Swung in the corner. 3-ball. Bang. Haddon Township is killing Wildwood on out-of-bounds plays. And absolutely murdering them.
And that was a very well-executed one.
Here's Hans for 3. This is going to be way short. Rebound to McCracken, though, as she anticipated the air ball. Flips it back out to Hans. Hans over to Fathi. To McCracken. A baseline drive. Got it to Keown. Back to Fathi. Fathi lobs across. Loose. And Haddon Township has it. Leading by 3. Armstrong with it. Goes right side to Farnham. Down low to Bradley. Bradley, layup is good. Wildwood wanted to walk, didn't get it. Haddon Township now up 30-25. McCracken to Fathi. In the corner, Hans. Hans to Fathi again. To McCracken. To Fathi. Fakes a 3. Bounces to Hans. Hans back to Fathi. Now it's McCracken. Hesitation dribble. Fathi once more. Lobbed over to Hans. Fathi. McCracken again. Left side. Down the lane and she's fouled. She got bailed out there. She'll get 2 shots.
And Wildwood again, and Township is, they've recovered nicely. They've recovered nicely. We do finally have a score in from the Wildwood Catholic girls game. Trenton Catholic Academy 44, Wildwood Catholic 18. Assuming that's probably late in the second half.
Mainland's leading Ocean City 27-19, early third. That's over on 106.3 to Shore. McCracken makes both. It's 30-27. McCracken with 12. She's 9 shy of 2,000. Haddon Township by 3. Here's Maroney.
And Wildwood needs a stop defensively. Emily Little back in the game.
They get it to Bradley. Bradley traveled. Again, good defense by Little.
And again, Little comes up big. Emily Little doing a very good job on the senior Madison Bradley when she's in there and she comes in off the bench.
In the corner, Fathi, baseline drive, stepped out of bounds. Haddon Township will have it.
And that's going to be the 12th turnover against Wildwood High. That's their 4th turnover here in this third quarter.
Kaylee Armstrong for Haddon Township. Comes over to Lindsay Getzinger. Lobs across in the high post. Bradley bounces down low. Swung up top. Now to Bradley in the high post. Bradley around Little. Passes across. Driving is Getzinger. Oh, great pass to Bradley. Layup is good.
And that time, Haddon Township gets good dribble penetration on the left side. Help defense has to come. They dump it off down low to Bradley.
For three. Off the iron, no good. McCracken, the offensive rebound. Goes to the corner. She fires a three, and it's good.
And now it's a 2-point game. 55 seconds to play, third quarter. 32-30, Haddon Township on top. This gym is electric.
Right side Farnham in the corner. Back to Farnham. Here's Lindsay Getzinger. Farnham on the right side. Bounces in the post. Oh, Bradley got around the Little, lays it up, and in it is fouled.
And that time Emily Little made a freshman mistake. She tried to come around Bradley and go for the steal. Bradley doing a good job using her body. And she was able to ward Little off, catch the ball, go up strong, call that foul on Maddie McCracken. Her first, team's first of the second half, and it's back to a 5-point lead.
Bradley has 21 of Haddon Township's 35. Fathi in the corner to Hans, back to McCracken. Crossover dribble, lost it, got it back, got to the basket, and is fouled by Bradley, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And Madison Bradley's going to pick up her first personal foul. Bradley came into this game averaging 16.3 points a game, and as Brian said, she now has 21 points.
Free throw by McCracken is good. She has 16 in the game. She's 5 away from 2,000. Second free throw is good.
Madison Bradley is shot 9 for 13 from the floor in this basketball game, and a lot of those were in close.
10 seconds to go in the period. Here's Farnham. Goes right side to Armstrong. Back to Farnham. 4 seconds to go. Swung over. They lob it across, and they won't get a shot away. End of 3. Haddon Township 35. Wildwood 32. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. (35-32), Haddon Township on top of Wildwood. South Jersey Group 1 girls title game. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by the North Wildwood Recreation Center. They're a proud sponsor of high school sports. They'd like to commend all of the fine young athletes for their hard work, both on and off the court. For information on all camps and programs, call 522-2955. Or check them out online at northwildwood.com. Sound Advice and Video, the local source for all your audio and video needs. Sound Advice, 336 96th Street in Stone Harbor, or log on to visitsoundadvice.com. Wildwood will have possession to start the 4th quarter here. And it gives us a chance, as they delay coming out, to tell you that high school basketball on the coast brought to you by Reed Family Pharmacy, a full-service pharmacy that's been serving the local community since 2009. They're relocating in May to 1037 South Route 9, Cape May Courthouse, and they support all the athletes in tonight's matchup. Wildwood with the ball to start the 4th, trailing by 3. McCracken on the right side, back to Fathi. Hans. Fathi again, fakes a 3. Goes to Hans. Hans to Fathi. Back to Hans. Hans to Fathi again. Cross court to McCracken. McCracken with the dribble. Top of the key. Crossover into the paint. Lobs to Hans. Pass in the post. Tipped away and stolen by Getzinger.
Yeah, not a good pass right there. And Haddon Township doing a good job defensively, again, making it very tough for Wildwood to get in sync offensively.
They get it to Bradley in the post. She bounces across, gets it back. No, stolen away by Little. She tipped it away. Here's McCracken trying to run. McCracken through the lane, and she's fouled. And Wildwood will have possession underneath.
7:11 to play.
Oh, they're giving McCracken shots here. I'm surprised by this. Haddon Township faithful not happy here.
That foul was called on number 11, Grayson Maroney. The official under the basket with the ball wants to get the spot.
Yeah, there was
fouled off where Madison hit the ground. Excuse me, Maddie hit the ground.
35-32, Haddon Township on top. McCracken to the line. Free throw is good. She'll get another. Second free throw is good. And she's 2 away from 2,000.
And it's a 1-point game, 35-34, Haddon Township on top.
Haddon Township with the basketball. Farnham goes over to Armstrong. Armstrong holding the dribble. Still holding the dribble. Flips it over to Maroney. Maroney goes back to Farnham, lost it. No, McCracken tipped it out of bounds.
Maddie was trying to convince the official that it went off of Kaylee Armstrong, but the official said no. Hawks ball.
Here's Getzinger along the baseline. Kicks out. Maroney now. Cross court to Armstrong. Armstrong brings it back out and resets. They get 8. Kicks out. And here's Armstrong.
Haddon Township doing a good job being patient offensively, working the ball around the perimeter.
Maroney to Armstrong. Kick the cross Farnham. Baseline drive. Shut off. She's trapped, and Haddon Township calls a timeout. This will be a full timeout. 6:03 to go, fourth quarter. It's Haddon Township 35, Wildwood 34. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. .603 to go, fourth quarter, 35-34. Wildwood on top of, Haddon Township on top of Wildwood. Haddon Township will have the ball out of this timeout.
And again, you got to give Haddon Township a lot of credit. That last possession, they took over a minute off the clock and being very patient, Brian, in that offensive set, working the ball around the perimeter. They went inside once. Riley didn't have anything. She kicked it back out.
Wildwood's got to defend another baseline inbound, which they haven't done well yet tonight. Haddon Township has really out-executed them on these. They get in, this one stolen away. Nearly thrown right back away. Here's Wildwood with the basketball. McCracken goes to Fathi. In the corner to Hans. Back to Fathi. To McCracken. McCracken's 2 from 2,000. Fathi bounces to McCracken. McCracken, top of the key now. Lobs in the corner to Hans. Back to McCracken. Shut off. Driving baseline. Floater. Going for traveling.
And the Warrior faithful not happy with that call, but it was the proper call. And now here comes Haddon Township. 5:30 to play.
Armstrong bounces across to Getzinger. Getzinger picked up by Ava Troiano. Back to Armstrong. Armstrong goes to Getzinger. Looking, got it to Bradley in the post. Spins, bounces. Straight away to Armstrong. Swung to Maroney on the right side. Cross-court pass to Getzinger. In the corner, trying to bounce to Bradley, and they throw it away. Bradley had Hans sealed, but the pass was thrown way away.
Well, Emily Little came out on that defensive switch, made herself wide, and took a good angle away, and therefore the pass had to be looped a little bit, and therefore the angle wasn't very good.
Wildwood with the ball. Down 1 with 5 minutes to go. McCracken 2 points from 2,000. Hans with it, top of the key. Goes to Ava Troiano. Back to Hans. Hans holding. Goes to McCracken. McCracken trying to break people down. Can't do it. Flips to Fathi. Fathi to Hans. Hans high post to Little. Little kicks out to Fathi. Fathi to McCracken. McCracken down the left side. Back behind the back dribble. On the wing. Driving. Spinning in the lane and is fouled.
And I'll tell you right now, obviously a very critical part in this game, 4:31 to go. McCracken going to the line to shoot 2. But Coach Kniff has 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and the lone senior, Maddie McCracken, on the floor.
First free throw is no good. So the best she can do is tie the game here. Molly Walsh into the game for Haddon Township.
That last foul was on Madison Bradley. The senior picks up her second, 4th team foul.
Oh, she missed both. Rebound, and Emily Little is going to be over the back of Madison Bradley. Mainland's up 37-23 with a little less than 5 minutes left in that Group 3 game on 106.3 The Shore.
First personal foul against Emily Little, second team foul against Wildwood here in the second half.
Maroney gets it out to Walsh. Walsh behind the screen, gets to the left wing, got it to Bradley, to the basket, blocked and out of bounds. Good defense by Hans on the backside, helping Emily Little.
And again, that was good defense. Help side defense came over, then Little recovered nicely. Made it very tough on Madison Bradley to get that shot off.
Here's Bradley. Goes in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Bang! Kaylee Armstrong. Wildwood trailing by 4. McCracken into the lane, kicks out, and it is nearly stolen. And we have a jump ball, possession Haddon Township. Wildwood, I think, might need a timeout here.
3:54 to play in the game. On that three-pointer by Kaylee Armstrong, another freshman into this basketball game, and Armstrong knocked down her 3rd three-pointer. And that
Maroney back to Armstrong. Armstrong looking. Maroney again on the right side to Armstrong. In the high post to Getzinger to the basket. Layup no good. Rebound Bradley. Her layup is good.
And there's a big bucket for the Hawks.
They lead by 6. Fathi goes to Hans. Hans to Fathi. Lobbed in the post to Little. Little to a cutting Jenna Hans. Rushed her shot. Got her own rebound and is fouled. Hans has 9 points, but she hasn't scored since the first quarter.
She hasn't attempted a shot since the second quarter.
First foul shot is good, 40-35.
And Emily Little will check out. That last foul was on Madison Bradley. That's her 3rd personal foul.
Second one is good. Timeout Wildwood, full timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with Haddon Township up 4. 3:14 to play. High school basketball, 98-7 the Coast. 40-36, Haddon Township leads Wildwood, 3:14 to go in the fourth quarter. Wildwood has just 3 field goals in this second half. They've all come from Maddie McCracken. She has 19 points. She's 2 away from 2,000 for her career.
And right now, obviously, Wildwood needs to come up with some defensive stops. 3:14 to play, plenty of time, down 4. Haddon Township has shown the ability to really take time off the clock and be patient.
I think Wildwood's got to go to man here.
Well, Brian, they also only have 2 team fouls.
Right.
So they got to be aware of that. And you don't want to come down to where there's a minimal amount of time and you have to foul a lot if you're trailing.
Here comes Walsh. Walsh guarded by Troiano. Walsh. Oh, she got away with a walk there. Getzinger lobs. Too high for Bradley. Tried to save it in. Stolen by Fonte, but she stepped on the sideline.
And again, Poppy, we couldn't tell by our angle if she almost could have let that ball go out of bounds.
They get it to Bradley. Bradley bounces across to Getzinger. Up top to Walsh for 3. Bang. Oh, that's a killer right there. Molly Walsh hits a 3, and Wildwood's now down 7.
And that's Molly Walsh's first points of the game.
Here's McCracken to Fothi. Fothi, a baseline drive. Floaters, no good. Rebound to Bradley.
And that's Madison Bradley's 10th rebound.
Getzinger against Keown. Flips it over to Walsh. Walsh picked up by Keown. Over to Getzinger. Now it's Armstrong. Wildwood's got to think about fouling. They only have 2 team fouls. Armstrong doubled. Got it over to Maroney. Maroney driving. Gets it out top to Bradley.
And this is something that the Hawks have shown the ability to move the ball around the perimeter, play strong with the ball.
We have a foul and a stoppage.
And Fothi, that will be her first personal foul. And just the 3rd team foul. 2:01 to play. 43-36.
Bradley lost the inbound. Here's Wildwood with the basketball. McCracken down the lane to the basket. She is fouled.
43-36, the Warriors trail the Hawks. 1:55 to play. That foul is called on Kayla Armstrong. That's her first.
Free throw by McCracken is good. If she makes this, it's her 2,000th career point. Bounces a couple of times, studies, fires. Shot is good. And Maddie McCracken has scored her 2,000th career point, just the 2nd player in Wildwood High School girls basketball history to do so. Haddon Township has called a 30-second timeout. .155 to go. It's 43-38.
Yes, 1:55 to go, 43-38. Wildwood has called a timeout. There's no official announcement. The cheerleaders brought out a sign. Somebody handed her flowers and a ball. She's walking it over. Here come her parents out onto the court.
Well, Maddie wants everybody off. She was waving everybody off. She wants to just get back to this game. Wildwood's down 5 with 1:55 to go.
But for our listeners and our viewers, that was career point number 2,000. And Maddie now joins a very exclusive company. Monica Johnson,
Kion Flanders are the only 2,000-point scorers here at Wildwood.
And Monica, back in 2002, she finished her storied career with 3,173 points.
Wildwood better be careful here. They could get beat deep on this. Nope. They get it into Getzinger. Getzinger gets it back to Maroney. Maroney running, bounces to Bradley, kicked out. Here's Getzinger. Gets Keown. Getzinger, double dribble. Good defense by Gabby Keown.
And that's the 14th turnover against the Hawks. 1:42 to play. Haddon Township 43, Wildwood 38. This is Group 1 championship action, South Jersey final.
Here's Fathi on the left wing. Wildwood really needs a basket here. Fathi holds right side to Troiano, to Benichu, back to Fathi. Now it's McCracken. McCracken to Fathi, over to Hans. Hans to Fathi. Now it's McCracken again. 1:20 to go. Wildwood trailing by 5. Lobbed across. Fathi to Hans. Or to Benichu. Down low to Hans. Pass was bad. And it's stolen away by Bradley, and Wildwood fouls.
And that will be the second personal foul on Jenna Hans. 4th team foul. 1:13 to play. And Wildwood again is going to need to foul quickly.
Haddon Township having some trouble. They finally get it into Bradley. Bradley to Getzinger. Wildwood's got a foul. They trail by 5. Here's Getzinger. Robs. Oh, it's tipped. And stolen away by McCracken. McCracken across the division line. McCracken to the basket, and she is fouled.
Well, again, Maddie McCracken, she comes up big. Wildwood comes up with a turnover. But again, they have 4 team fouls. So they have 2 fouls they have to get quickly before they send the Hawks to the line.
The first free throw is short. So Wildwood needed both of those to try to make it a one-possession game.
43-38, Haddon Township on top.
Second one's good. 55 seconds to go. They get it. Stolen away. Stolen away. Fathi for 3. Short. Follows her own miss. Brings it back out. Lobs to McCracken. 44 seconds to go. Timeout Wildwood. We'll keep it right here. Ava Troiano came up with the steal. 43 seconds to go. Haddon Township by 4, but Wildwood will have the basketball.
I'll tell you what, both of these squads, Coach Tom Mulligan's team and the Coach Kniff's team, they play a lot of girls that are young. Haddon Township, we've seen freshmen come out during this game, make key contributions, and sophomores. And again, right there, Ava Troiano,
And the thing is, the previous Wildwood basketball coach, Dave Troiano, used to talk about it a lot. You can't expect to get contributions from freshmen and sophomores in the state playoffs if you don't give them meaningful minutes during the season. And it's obvious that both of these teams do. And we know Wildwood does. We've watched them all year.
Yeah, and absolutely, because it does not just appear that confidence. I mean, this gymnasium is sold out. And again, Haddon Township with a really strong fan base. They've been on their feet the entire game. The crew over across from us, proudly wearing the red and white.
Wildwood will inbound on the sideline here. Hans to inbound. They get it into Fathi. Fathi to McCracken. McCracken, step back 3 is going to be way short. Rebound out of bounds.
.2 seconds left to play. Wildwood trails by 4. And again, Wildwood will need to foul quickly.
And they foul Bradley. That's the 5th foul on Wildwood. They trail by 4. 35 seconds to go.
And Jenna Hans picks up her 3rd foul. They have a host of girls out there besides Jenna that do not either have 1 foul or no foul, so
they get it to Bradley. Bradley fouled by Hans. And And 33 seconds to go.
And that will be the 4th personal foul on Jenna Hans.
Haddon Township gets it in. And loose on the floor, we have a foul.
And it looked like there could have been 1 or 2 fouls called until that 3rd foul was
now
called.
Farnham will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Sydney Farnham, it's her first trip to the line. She has 7 points in the game.
Sydney Farnham, just a sophomore.
Leah Benchu back in for Ava Troiano for Wildwood.
Playing a solid game here this afternoon for Coach Tom Mulligan. Sydney Farnham, she's got a bright future ahead of her.
Farnham's 1-and-1 is good.
Beautiful form, great follow through. The sophomore, there was no doubt about that one.
Haddon Township by 5, 44-39, 29 seconds to go. Second free throw by Farnham is no good. Wow, she missed that badly. McCracken the rebound. McCracken pushing. McCracken into the lane. Steps back, goes to Fathi. Fathi for 3. In and out. Rebound off of Haddon Township and out of bounds. Wow, that ball went halfway down and out. 18 seconds to go. Wildwood's got to score quickly, trailing by 5. Timeout Haddon Township. We'll keep it here, with the Hawks of Haddon Township leading 44-39.
And again, Haddon Township is doing a very good job on the defensive end, Brian, making it very difficult for Wildwood to get a good, clean, open look. Even the shots that they're getting from distance, from beyond the arc, they're contested. They're taking away, and they've done it efficiently for this entire game. Maddie McCracken's gotten a couple of cracks in their defense who she was able to drive to the basket. But when I say a couple, I mean maybe 2 or 3. They have really done a good job, one, in pressuring the ball, and then their help side defense has made things difficult for the Lady Warriors. I mean, you can tell this is a very well-coached team.
McCracken will inbound for Wildwood. Looking, lobs it up to Fathi. Fathi to Hans. Hans to McCracken. McCracken a deep 3, partially blocked. Bradley the rebound. She is fouled, and that's probably going to do it. Madison Bradley will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
(44-39), Madison Bradley with a double-double. That was her 11th rebound. And she has played an outstanding game, has the senior.
Jenna Hans getting a nice round of applause from the Wildwood fans and the Haddon Township fans. Very classy by Haddon Township as she checks out with 5 fouls.
5 fouls, 11 points. She also had 6 rebounds, Brian. Jenna really played a good floor game tonight.
Bradley's 1-and-1 is good. It's now a 6-point game.
Madison Bradley.
If you think there's a miracle involved here, Wildwood would need Bradley to miss this shot.
Bradley is 4 for 4 from the line.
She does miss it. Here comes Wildwood. They have to get a 3 off. McCracken holding the ball and then throws it away. Stolen away by Haddon Township. And I know you're going to say that Haddon Township stepped out of bounds, but there's only 0.7 of a second left. Wildwood will inbound. McCracken fires a 3. That's her last high school shot. It's no good. And Haddon Township celebrates the South Jersey Group 1 championship as they win it 45-39.
And you got to give the Hawks a ton of credit coming down here, getting a road win, a road victory down here in this South Jersey Group 1 final. Coach Tom Mulligan, his staff, and his basketball team They really played a well-rounded game here this afternoon. And Madison Bradley, she came in here as their leading scorer at 16.3 points. And she showed, the senior showed, why she is such a force.
Yeah, that'll end the incredibly prolific career of Maddie McCracken. And she finishes her career with 2,001 career points, and Wildwood falls at home in the South Jersey Championship game 45-39. And a tremendous effort by both teams here, really. And Haddon Township they kind of wore Wildwood down a little bit in the second half and really made it difficult for them to score. Wildwood only had 3 field goals in that second half. We'll take a quick 1-minute timeout. We'll come back right after this on 98.7 The Coast. Haddon Township wins it over Wildwood to win the South Jersey Group 1 Championship. And Haddon Township came back from a 7-point deficit in that first half to come back and get the win 45-39. Haddon Township moves to 24-6. They'll play in the state semifinal game on Wednesday. And they were led by Madison Bradley, who had 24 points. Sydney Farnham had 8, Kaylee Armstrong with 6, Lindsay Getzinger with 4, Molly Walsh with 3. For Wildwood, Maddie McCracken with 22, Jenna Hans with 11, and Men Fathi with 6. And McCracken scored her 2,000th career point and finishing with 2,001 career points after this game. And her career ends, and she'll take her talents to Widener University next year.
A lot of panic. They were able to move the ball around the perimeter when they were able to get it inside to Madison Bradley. Bradley was a force, and they shot the ball very well. They shot 19 for 35 from the floor. They were 14 of 24 inside the arc, 5 for 11 from beyond. They had 14 total rebounds as a team, 10 defensive, 4 offensive. They were 5 of 7 from the foul line. They turned it over 15 times. Wildwood High, again, it was hard for them to get in any type of sync offensively because of the way Coach Tom Mulligan's girls played that extended 3-2 defense. They made shots hard for Wildwood. They didn't get good, clean looks. And Wildwood shot 10 for 36 from the floor. They only took 14 shots inside the arc, making 5, but they were just 5 for 22 from beyond the arc. They had 18 rebounds as a team, 11 defensive, 7 offensive. They were 14 for 17 from the foul line, and the majority of those free throws, 14 of those free throws, Maddie McCracken was 11 for 14. But one of the things that did hurt the Warriors, they turned it over 16 times. But you know what? It was a hard-fought, well-played game by both squads. And, hey, kudos to Haddon Township. The Hawks, they came down here, and, they played 32 minutes of very good basketball. And the end result, they go home with the South Jersey Group 1 championship.
So, yes, they do win it 45-39. And Wildwood's season ends at 21-9. So that'll wrap it up here from Wildwood. Also, Wildwood Catholic at last report against Trenton Catholic was down big, 62-27, and actually the final was 83-44. So Wildwood Catholic loses to Trenton Catholic 83-44, and Mainland has beaten Ocean City to win the South Jersey Group 3 Girls Championship. That's Mainland's first sectional title since 1999. Tell you about our programming tomorrow. We will have the Wildwood Boys in the South Jersey Championship game at Clayton, 5:30 p.m. Live stream on CoastSportsToday.com as well as our Coast Sports Today and 98.7 The Coast Facebook pages. And that'll be a 5:30 start. We'll also have the Wildwood Catholic Boys. That'll be on 98.7 The Coast. Wildwood Catholic Boys, we're unsure of which station they will be on, but they will be on at 7 o'clock tomorrow night against Immaculata, either on 98.7 The Coast or 106.3 The Shore. We are trying to get the Middle Township girls game on.
We will have the Middle Township girls game on at 5:30.
Okay, so
106.3.
Right, so that is set. That is set. Then we will have Middle Township against Manchester South Jersey Group 2 Girls Championship on 106.3 at 5:30. Wildwood Catholic Boys will follow the Wildwood Boys at 7. Wildwood playing at 5:30. Wildwood Catholic at 7. Both those games on 98.7 The Coast. We'll put all the links up on social media and all of our pages and on CoastSportsToday.com. For Jimmy back at the studio, for Chris Knoll handling our live video stream, for all of our gracious sponsors and all the great people who help us out here getting set up at Wildwood High School, and my partner, Buddy Tarbott, and I'm Brian Kniff. Haddon Township beats Wildwood 45-39 for the South Jersey Group 1 Girls Basketball Championship. And this has been high school basketball on CoastSportsToday.com and 98.7 The Coast.